For those of you who don't know, it is 12-hour tradition that every single 12-hour we watch a terrible film. We've been doing it for, what, like 2.5 years now? So why stop now? We've gone through almost every single one of these Little Cars films, except for the last one, the Little Cars 8. This was the last one ever made. It is Little Cars 8, Making a Mess. Here we go.
Tractor Monster.
This is 37 minutes.
I'm so happy I was invited to your grandparents' anniversary party this year.
That weekend we spent here last year was so awesome. I can't wait to explore all the forests and mountains I didn't get around to when we came last time.
What about me? I grew up around here and I'm still finding new things.
It's so nice here, Combo. It's a shame we're always stuck in the city. I just love cruising under the stars at night with nature all around us. It's so relaxing.
We didn't
You
see
better
this
believe
already,
it.
did we?
Not to mention all that fresh hot oil. We'll see you tomorrow.
I just want to make sure.
I don't know who you are, but I'm in no mood for any shenanigans. What are you doing here after business hours?
No, we didn't. Okay, I'm just making sure.
I can't wait to explore all the forests and mountains I didn't get around to when we came last time.
What about me? I grew up around here and I'm still finding new things.
It's so nice here, Combo. It's a shame we're always stuck in the city. I just love cruising under the stars at night with nature all around us. It's so relaxing.
You
Oh,
better
splitters, I
believe
know.
it. Not to mention all that fresh hot oil filled to the brim with magic coal. It's just the
What?
sort of thing a rundown old racer like myself really needs. Mmm, delicious.
Oh, right, they found a
Well,
magic
guys,
coal. That's
before
why I
we
thought I'd
take
seen
advantage
this.
of the scenery, our first order of business is to celebrate Grandma and Grandpa's anniversary.
last time they were here.
I wonder how much mileage they've racked up together.
They're dead.
Over 100,000 miles, I bet. How romantic.
Just look at all these stars. There's no way we could see all these constellations.
Look at all
from
those
Rhodopolis.
chickens.
Why is there smoke coming up from behind that mountain?
Look, Granny, it's Lambertini. Remember Mr.
Lambertini.
Lamberta's son who used to live next door to us?
Grandpa, of course I remember. My, how he's grown up. Why, I remember him when he was fresh off the assembly line.
He looks
How
terrified,
time
bro.
flies.
It sure does.
Hey everyone, I came to warn you about something.
What?
Hey there, Lambertini, how are you? Where are your manners? Long time no see,
Hey,
huh?
everybody!
These are my friends, Chris and Tony.
Yeah, hi guys. I've just been driving around from farm to farm to deliver an urgent message, so excuse me if I seem impolite.
That's okay. So what's this urgent message all about? You look like you've seen a ghost.
The monster tractor is back and he's attacking and terrorizing all the farms in town.
Shit ass!
That's an old wives' tale. The monster tractor is just some superstition.
Oh, I'm scared.
And suddenly it seems I'm getting curious.
We've never seen anything on our farm, but rumor has it that for centuries the monster tractor wanders the countryside late at night.
Oh, that's just ridiculous.
whatever.
It's just some old folklore.
Well, folklore or not, my mom told me I had to make it quick because it's not safe to cruise around alone at night. I just dropped by to pass along the message, but it was nice to meet your friends, Combo.
Good to see ya. We'll be here all weekend if you want to hang out.
That sounds good to me.
Oh, God, for
See
the
you
curious
guys.
face.
I have a feeling it would be a good idea if we took a look around tonight, just to be on the safe side, if you catch my drift. Right, Tony?
I'm one step ahead of you, Combo Pal.
I'm going with you.
Fat chance, Gramps. You're gonna stay right here on the farm tonight and protect me and Chris.
Oh, but Grandma.
Sorry, but you're not as young as you used to be, Honeykins. A
Damn.
sudden shock at your age, and I'd be afraid your engine might fall out.
Wait, Grandma. Oh, that's just ridiculous.
How exciting.
Oh, God.
When I was a little car growing
guy's
up
way
around these
pixelated.
parts, kids used to sit by the fire and spin yarns about the monster tractor. If you ask me, it's a bunch of bunk.
But what if it turns out to be true, Combo?
Probably
Oh,
is.
it can't be true. Even if they said he used to snore at night, a horrible deep snore complete with explosions.
You
There's
mean
that.
like that?
Yeah.
Probably not. The kids used to say that with every snore, the monster would bellow out humongous plumes of smoke that would fill up the night sky.
Combo,
On
we
cue.
better head back.
Wait just a minute, Tony.
Who's been fucking with
I
my
just
smoke
remembered
machine?
Something else. Before he attacks, the kid said the monster turns on his lights and makes a very scary sound. Like a siren.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
sold. I don't think we need to wait for the siren.
Don't be silly, it's just a little bit of fog.
Combo, run! Get out of here!
Calm down, it's nothing. Oh!
Yeah,
Did
get
you
in the
hurt
shed.
yourself, old buddy? You've got a little scratch on your hook.
He saw you
It's
going
no
there.
big deal. Let's get some rest. Our minds are playing tricks on us.
I'm not so sure, Combo. I'm shaking so much that I knocked my wheels out of alignment, and my shock absorbers are numb.
Oh, Lord. He knows you're in there, bro. He can see you.
Good morning. I haven't slept like that since I was a little truck.
Guten Morgen.
I don't know what happened, but boy, did I have terrible nightmares.
Your nightmares could have been caused by you two running into that monster tractor last night. Don't you agree?
Possibly.
God damn
I'm
it.
still not convinced yet. Never mind, though. What's for breakfast?
I've already finished my breakfast. Maybe I'll just take a little ride down to the lake. Want to come with me, Tony?
He didn't even answer.
I think I'll stay here and have a little breakfast myself. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, fuck off. The pacing has always been hilarious in this.
Hey, gang. I'm feeling kind of weird today. Maybe I'm getting sick or something.
Orgy.
Or maybe you got a reaction to that nasty old scratch the monster truck gave you.
You got hurt last night, Combo, you poor dear. Why didn't you say anything?
Well,
'Cause I ain't no
the legend
bitch.
states that anyone who gets scratched by the monster tractor turns into a monster tractor himself.
Ah!
Well, that could be a good explanation as to why my hook feels so funny today.
Oh, this is terrible. It's like something out of a monster truck movie.
Then that means we have to come up with an antidote.
Oh dear! And soon it'll get dark, and that's when cars who are scratched make their transformation. Try to stay calm, my poor baby. It's only when the moon's full that you'll change.
How can I stay calm, Grandma? I'm turning into a monster.
Calm down. We'll take care of
That's
everything.
fine.
Just
Shut
need to
up.
Find the monster that passed this curse on to you. And be sure you get the antidote.
Oh, well, if it's that simple, I guess I shouldn't worry.
Well, I would. Like it or not, we need to act, and act fast.
Not the Hook brothers. Why has Grandpa
Combo,
got shit on
Are
his
you
head, by the
feeling
way?
any different yet?
Thanks for asking. Well, aside from my hook, my radiator's stuffed up, my oil's running low, my snoring's getting louder, and I have a weird smell to me.
Stop blabbering. We need to get a hold of this monster and capture him as soon as we can before you
How?
transform completely.
Look, there's the smoke. He must be nearby.
Let's run.
Shut up and take your positions. Now, pull on the rope.
Shut the fuck up! Oh, got
We've
him.
got you now, Mr. Monster Tractor.
And you're gonna have to undo what you did to me.
Oh, sorry about scratching your paint job. I was only trying to be friendly. Sorry.
You have a really weird way of making friends with strangers.
The
Giving them a
music.
good scratch and then infecting them with your evil curse.
What are you talking about? I don't have any kind of curse. I'm just so big and clumsy that sometimes I don't even know my own strength.
Well, then why are you
But
here?
aren't you the Monster Tractor?
I'm a tractor, all right, but I'm not a monster. What I really am is just a guy who's new in the neighborhood. I just moved into town. I was living with my grandpa in his cabin up in the hills near the pine trees. Now, what's all this about a curse?
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
But what about the
a
changes
beautiful day
happening to
in the
Combo? Isn't he transforming?
Yeah, that's true. Yesterday you pulled on my hook and scratched my paint job, and Tony thinks that maybe I'm transforming.
Combo is afraid that maybe he's transforming into a monster as well.
He just
Combo,
said
let's
that!
get a hook.
Something tells me you've got a theory about what happened to Combo.
A game
I
theory.
think I finally figured out this mystery once and for all. When we go to the anniversary party tomorrow night, we're gonna make quite an entrance. Listen, kids, here's how we're gonna handle it.
What anniversary party? What is even going on?
Dear little cars who are all gathered here today, it's true my wife and
Whoa,
I
they're
have
jamming.
racked up a lot of mileage in our many years together, but there's still a surprise or two in the old trucks yet.
Tony, stay close to me because this is scaring me half to death.
Well, cause you're a pussy.
It's nothing, Chris. It's only part of the
Bro,
presentation.
why them kids cracked out?
I just wanted to show you that after many long years, me, Combo, and Tony managed to crack a huge mystery.
You.
We discovered
Baloo.
that, in fact, the monster truck never existed.
And that the tractor's loud snoring and all that strange behavior was just an allergic reaction, right, Grandpa?
Exactly. This tractor here lived at his grandparents' house way up on a hill surrounded by pine trees. And all that loud
He never even
snoring
told you that.
was something his grandfather also
The
did.
truth is that there's really no curse at all, and there's certainly no monster. Just some pine trees that our new friends have had an allergic reaction to for a long time.
That's some bullshit.
And that's what caused all the strange behavior.
Now I understand why my grandpa never wanted to move into town. People got scared when his allergies acted up.
Who was that? Was that him?
Goodness, that mystery's been cleared up. And now we have great new friends.
And with just one little scratch, we learned that our friend Combo is allergic to pine sap too. So much for the countryside.
Not so fast. I think you still owe me a cruise underneath the constellations we discovered. Isn't it romantic?
No. Wah! Seizure star.
The painter.
I'll paint you. The painter. God help us. Aww. Oh.
Can you believe it? I actually found this masterpiece in the trash.
In the trash? But this is a work of genius.
You know how temperamental these artists can be.
Maybe he wasn't happy with a few brush strokes and is such a perfectionist that he was embarrassed by it.
I would love to meet a struggling young artist. I hear these bohemians are all gorgeous.
Well, he won't be underground for very long. I'm gonna find this anonymous genius and bring him into the mainstream.
Oh, but what if he has no desire to be discovered now?
When he finds out how much money this masterpiece of his could sell for, believe me, he'll come out.
What the
I
fuck?
really should get my carburetor looked at, but I don't have any time. I got a lot of deliveries coming in today, and repairs will have to wait.
Well, Mr. V8, don't take this the wrong way, but you do realize that you happen to have a little leak, don't you?
Well, none of your business. That's a sensitive issue I'd rather keep between me and my mechanic. Got it?
Aw, come on. We're all family here. It wouldn't hurt to get up on the lift so we can take a little look. A leak could be dangerous.
I don't have any time today, Chris. I'll just make an appointment tomorrow.
You're not embarrassed about it, are you?
What?
yes.
Yeah, of course not. That was one of your more ridiculous suggestions, Combo.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me, I gotta get back to work. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye,
Mr.
Mr.
V8.
We'll
See you tomorrow. I still need to tighten up some screws on the driver's side. It might be my imagination, but it seems like there's a million potholes around.
I hear you, pal. My wheels are out of alignment and my shocks need to be replaced.
And can you believe it? I need to get my suspension checked again, and I'm hearing this horrible noise. I need a total tune-up.
Hey, I've got an idea.
You guys should take better
Let's
care of
splurge
yourself.
on
What the
auto
fuck?
parts at the mall.
Oh, terrific! I just love to go on a shopping spree.
It's too bad. If Mr. V8 hadn't left before we checked his leak out, we could have picked up the parts he needed instead.
Should add a V8.
He's starting to get nervous in his old age. He's at the point now where he thinks every minor repair, even something as simple as fixing a leak, is just another sign that he's one step closer to the junkyard.
That's just
Jesus.
nonsense. With the right fluids, regular oil changes, and proper maintenance, an engine from his generation could last forever.
You know that, and I know that, but I'm afraid trying to convince stubborn old Uncle V8 isn't going to be so easy.
Should add a V8. Ah!
Huh? Hey, you there! Excuse me! Could I have a word with you? Please slow down!
No, not the French.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you was talking to me.
Yes,
Wise
actually,
guys.
I'm sorry to be so melodramatic, but I have a bit of a dilemma. You see, there's a...
Calm down, calm down. If there's any kind of emergency, I'd be glad to help out. What's the problem?
Well, in fact, it's an art emergency. I want to know if you're responsible for this exquisite painting.
What? You call that a painting?
Yes, it's a masterpiece. I found it in the garbage, but the artist didn't sign it, and I've made it my life's ambition to track him down.
I see. Well, it's definitely not me. You got any more questions before I roll along? Got a schedule.
Any idea who's responsible for this wonderful work of art?
So you call that a work of art, huh? Ah, I know who could be responsible for that.
Who is it?
I don't know his name, but I know where he usually parks. I'll give you his address. Now listen very carefully. 1226 Maple.
I got it. Thanks a lot, mon ami.
You don't know his name, but you know his address? That's weird, bro.
This oil leak I've got is getting more and more embarrassing every day.
Bro, he's literally shitting on paper.
What is it?
That's
Hello.
literally what it is.
Excusez-moi. I would like to speak to the head of the household, if you please. Is he home?
Yeah, I'm the head of this household.
Are
They're
you
acting
the one
pro. This is
responsible?
actually like
I mean,
genius
is this
parody,
your little
bro.
day job or something?
I don't know who you are, but I'm in no mood for any shenanigans. What are you doing here after business hours anyway? Get to the point and hit the road.
Is there anyone living upstairs, maybe? A young college student you took in, perhaps? Anyone?
I happen to live here all by myself. Now, what is it you want before I have to call the cops?
Well, since there doesn't seem to be anyone else here at the moment, would you have any idea who is responsible for this beautiful example of modern art? It's breathtaking.
Are you crazy? Tell me, where did you happen to find this so-called painting of yours? And why are you so interested in who made it?
Because this work of art was tossed in the trash without any signature on it. Nothing.
Gosh, I probably shouldn't have thrown that away like I did, but let's just keep it a secret between you and me. The neighbors around here tend to gossip, and I'd prefer it if they kept their noses out of my affairs. Get it?
What do you mean, keep it a secret? Everybody needs to know who's responsible for this.
Shh, keep your voice down, you idiot. This thing has the potential to be very embarrassing for me. I don't want to be the subject of cars going around asking personal questions.
Look, mon ami, let me explain something to you, okay? You see this work of art? I don't know who painted it, whether it's your son or a relative of yours. But there could be a lot of money involved, and he needs to be exploited. No, I mean discovered.
What do you mean, discovered?
Yes, we need to expose his remarkable vision to the world. Wait, what's this? Yet another beautiful piece. What symmetry, what passion.
A piece?
Yes, there, laying on the floor like it was just an old carpet. These masterpieces must pour out of him, and he doesn't even appreciate it. You know, I haven't had brushwork like this since Jaguar Pollock. I need to speak with this mysterious painter. Where is he? I need to let him know he could be worth millions.
Right before your very eyes.
What? But you're kidding, right?
No, I'm the one that created these paintings, but I never intended for them to...
You, monsieur? But how could that possibly be?
I have this little problem, if you know what I mean.
But you don't even look like an artist. I expected someone much younger, not someone so old. I mean, seasoned like yourself.
Well, you see, I haven't been feeling well. I'm ashamed of my oil leak. You should see the horrible mess I make on the floor every night.
On the floor? What are you talking about?
I'd rather not discuss this subject out here in the open. Why don't you come inside before the neighbors start asking a lot of stupid questions?
Yes, but of course. But tell me, is it really you who actually paints these masterpieces? These abstract representations of this concrete jungle we know as our city?
Come inside and I'll explain everything. I'm the one responsible for these things you call paintings, but I call it, what's the phrase, oily discharge.
Ah, I see. The passion is buried deep inside you, and it just bursts out uncontrollably. You make me feel inspired, mon ami.
Just come inside and keep your voice down. You're gonna wake up the whole neighborhood.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, this is where I keep all the carpets I mess up. It's so embarrassing. I need a complete overhaul. Engine, carburetor, exhaust system, the works. My original parts are shot.
What a stunning body of work you have here. But if you get all the repairs you speak about done, I'm afraid your artwork will suffer, n'est-ce pas?
You got some funny ideas, you know that?
I suppose I do, but then again, I am cultured. But back to the matter at hand. If you fix that little leak of yours, your painting career will be finished, and that would be devastating to the art community.
But I need to find a way out of this mess. I'm like a prisoner in my own home, and I'm running out of carpets.
So tell me, what will you do with these carpets in the meantime?
I'll toss them into the trash. What else am I supposed to do with carpets that have stain all over them?
Funny you should ask, because I have a great idea with commercial possibilities. You wouldn't be selling out, of course, and I firmly believe that it'll be fun.
You were leaking a whole lot of oil, but you got lucky your engine didn't freeze up because you would have been all broken down.
You got here just in time. Your carburetor and exhaust systems were in really bad shape. Hey, you're pretty lucky you didn't lose any parts while you were cruising around on the street.
It's hard for me to admit that I need a little service, you know? Get what I'm saying?
I tried to convince you to get this work done 1,000 miles ago, but you just wouldn't listen to anybody, would you?
Aw, Chris, there's just no arguing with your uncle. He's too stubborn.
I don't know anyone who's more set in his ways than our favorite antique up there.
Wow!
I can't believe he finally listened to some reason and agreed to get a complete checkup and repairs. But I just can't help it. I admit I'm a little curious.
Curious about what, Chris?
Curious about who finally convinced you to get the work done.
Well, we're all going to attend a little social get-together tonight, so that's when you'll find out.
Interesting. Just when we think we know him so well, he suddenly gets mysterious.
Guess I'm just full of
Good plot so
surprises.
far? Yep.
And tonight everybody will meet the car that's actually responsible for my new outlook.
Are you trying to tell me you're dating someone, Uncle? Who is
No.
she?
What are you talking about, Chris? I'm not doing anything of the sort. The car who convinced me to get some work done is a new friend of mine who taught me that driving around with a nasty leak is no way to live. And the she is a he.
Wow, they're laughing at his gayness. Can't believe this. Goddamn homophobic cars.
Fantastic! I had no idea you were into modern art, Uncle V8.
This stuff is just not for me. To tell you the truth, I don't understand any of it. It's all just a blotch.
You just have to have an open mind, Combo. Art is known as the expression of the soul.
I can't tell you that I like it either. But I wanted you all to meet my brand new friend, Marchand.
Hello, everyone. I'm Marchand. It is a pleasure to meet each and every one of you.
Well, hello there. Good evening.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marchand. How are
know,
you
I'm
doing?
kidding.
Very well, merci.
Hello!
Monsieur V8, it is a pleasure to see a fellow art lover.
Yes, of course. But remember what we agreed on? Tell them the story behind this painter's spectacular work.
Completely
They're all so
ignored, bro.
curious.
Yes, well, I'm afraid it's a sad story.
Oh my, did something horrible happen to that mystery artist? Was it a tragic love story gone wrong?
Well, the way I see it, it is a sad, sad saga. He's
God.
an older gentleman now, and he painted these canvases his whole life when he suddenly discovered that...
Come on now, don't hold back. Tell them what happened.
He gave it all up. He realized that he had been wasting his life in search of the perfect masterpiece, the most beautiful painting the world had ever seen, so he decided to retire.
He really did? Just
Yeah.
like that? He decided to give up everything and
He
walk away
fucking
from his work?
exploded, yeah.
I firmly believe that one day he
I
will start
firmly
painting
believe.
again. For now, the price of his masterpieces has skyrocketed, and the custodian of his legacy stands to make a fortune.
So who's the custodian? The guy you think that'll make all these millions?
You happen to be looking right at him now.
Outrageous! Uncle, are you rich?
Let's just say I'll be able to retire whenever I want to.
Yeah, me too. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some exclusive art dealing business to take care of.
But how did you meet this artist, Uncle? You
Magic.
never mentioned him.
Chris, it's a long story. And
No, it's
maybe
not.
one that's better for another day.
I had no idea you appreciated art. Sorry, Mr. V8. Personally, I don't get it.
So tell me,
Same.
what is it you don't get, Combo?
I gotta tell you, for me, this modern art stuff is just a lot of scribbles and silliness. It's so abstract and strange.
Look deeper, Combo.
Come on, boy, there's
No,
gotta be
Combo's
something
right.
you like about it.
Look, I'm sorry, sir, but these look more like oil leaks hanging on the wall than the work of some undiscovered genius. They just look like a smudge from a broken down heap.
Sure, and that's why you'll never be an art expert like me.
Yeah.
No offense, Mr. V8, don't take it personally.
I think it's kind of strange too, but there are a lot of cars here paying top dollar for all these goofy splatters.
The way the sales are going, I think, the artist might want to rethink his retirement and take up the brush a few more times, especially when we run out of masterpieces.
But if he just kept churning out big old messes like this, maybe he should throw in the towel for good. Imagine what it must be like working with an artist who sprays oil all over the canvas with wild abandon. I'd never want to be around during the creative process either. Imagine what a chore it must be to clean up after he finishes squirting that stuff all over his studio.
Kids, you couldn't possibly imagine.
All right.
The circus!
Not the circus!
That's great news, Combo. When are they gonna arrive in the city?
I was told the day after tomorrow. Check out how awesome my cousin looks in the flyer for the circus.
He's a tightrope driver, right?
You got that right. We're identical-looking cousins. We grew up together as kids, goofing around and playing all kinds of games on my grandmother's farm.
But why did he take up tightrope driving as his profession?
Well, one day, he and I were cruising around the farm just having fun when we heard someone calling out for help.
Then what happened?
We noticed a truck dangling from a cliff where the bridge across the ravine had collapsed.
Oh, really? Then what did you guys do?
Tony, it was truly a terrifying sight. The truck was hanging on by a thread. I mean, literally. He was hanging on to one of the bridge's suspension cables and was trying to pull itself to safety, but his handles kept slipping off.
So your cousin climbed up there and saved him?
You should have been there. My cousin was fearless. He raced up to the cliff and climbed to the top of the suspension cable. And then he balanced his two right tires on the cable and slowly pulled the truck to safety.
He wasn't scared at all?
He didn't even have time to think about it. And then he became an overnight sensation in our little village. After that, he would show off his balancing act from time to time at parties or family picnics.
How did he wind up at the circus?
One summer day, the circus came into town and they held an open audition. And since then, I haven't seen him. He's always on the road.
I'll bet you'll be glad to see him. Then you can have a reunion.
They fucking abducted him, bro.
Right, and you'll get to meet the best daredevil of all time, the Great Bongo. He's really something else. I wouldn't miss his performance for all the turbo motors in Detroit.
I've never been to the circus before, but I just know it must be simply amazing.
It's not.
I haven't been since I was a little car. I remember the clown car.
Not little, not title drop.
I've been to the circus loads of times, but I always get a queasy feeling.
That's a good question,
I don't know how Bongo does it. My brakes lock up at the mere thought of getting on a tightrope.
And just the thought of you on one is really funny.
But now I'm wondering if I won't be even more scared than usual. Because the guy that's up there is no stranger, he's one of the family. I think I'll need a tune-up after this day is over.
As for me, I'll just be having lots of fun. I'll play games in the tire tent and win some prizes and eat some cotton candy and buy some big balloons and laugh at the clown cars and ride on the Ferris wheel.
Shut up. I don't need to know your fucking day planner. Shut up.
I had no idea the Great Bongo had a cousin. If we had known, we would have gotten in touch with you sooner.
But I don't understand. Is something wrong? Did something happen to my cousin?
From what we've learned, last night your cousin left his dressing room to test the ropes under the big top and then mysteriously vanished.
Damn it!
True. I checked his trailer this morning and his bed hadn't been slept in.
But it's not like him to just leave and let the fans down.
We know, and that's why we're glad that he has relatives here. Is it possible that maybe he's somewhere out there looking for you?
No, he wouldn't do that. I spoke to him on the phone yesterday around 5 o'clock. I told him that me and my two friends were going to come down to the circus to say hello.
Well, he disappeared sometime between 7 and 9 p.m.
Did he have any enemies or someone who was jealous of his notoriety?
This is really strange, Tony. Nobody just vanishes without leaving a trace.
Yes,
That's
they do.
true, young lady. But in this case, it looks like it actually happened.
I'm gonna have to start looking for my cousin myself. You wanna help me out, Tony?
No.
I sure do, Combo. All we need is a map of Rhodopolis and we can cover the whole city in just one night.
And I'll set up home base at your place, Combo. I'll be in constant contact. And if the police come up with any leads, I'll be sure to call you. I'll be monitoring their radio signal on my police scanner, and I'll relay any information I pick up.
You're so
Good
full
idea,
of shit.
Chris. You can tell us if they find any clues to his disappearance.
So that means we'll be just one step behind the police. Who knows? We may even find my cousin before the Missing Persons Bureau does.
Sounds like a plan to me. And I bet by tomorrow your cousin will be found and he'll be back on those ropes in no time.
No, I bet he's dead.
We better hurry. The night is long, but there's a lot of ground to cover.
It's like the second to last story. Just kill somebody. It's fine.
Listen, guys. I just heard the police say over their radios that they've located a truck that fits the Great Bongo's description.
What?
And where did they say this truck was, Chris?
On the south side of the city by the docks.
I'm pretty close to that area right now, Combo. Meet me there in about 5 minutes. Thanks, Chris.
The police said there was a fight and then a collision and 2 cars were damaged. Be careful, Tony. That can be a rough neighborhood at this time of night.
Oh, no. Not Detroit.
You think you can take me, tough guy?
You don't stand a chance against us.
And don't even think about trying to fool me again, you hear? I'm not taking my eyes off you.
Ah, so that's how he got away the first time. It was your fault, you big dope.
No,
Whoa.
Can't you see? He fooled me.
Yeah, he fooled me too that time. I really thought he was gonna use those ropes to adjust my bumper.
Gentlemen, if I were you, you might want to look around, because I don't think we're alone anymore.
That voice.
That stupid trick is the oldest one in the book.
You might be able to fool these 2 knuckleheads, but you're not pulling the wool over this car's eyes.
Why'd
I've
you
been
get
around the
kidnapped by a
block, Buster, you
5-year-old,
hear me?
bro?
You're nothing but a no-good tightrope driving circus freak. That's
Whoa!
what you are.
But I swear we're not alone out here anymore. Go on, look behind you.
You better start listening to my cousin because
shit,
the police are on their way, and you 3 second-rate hoodlums don't stand a chance.
That was easy.
I'm so glad you guys were the ones who found me. I managed to get away this time, but those 3 guys were a lot faster than me, and
3
they
guys?
almost caught me.
That was a
Why did they
12-year-old
turn out
girl,
in the
bro.
first place?
Can you imagine? They wanted Bongo to drive across a rope between 2 buildings so they could break into the top floor of a bank.
Wow, that sure was an exciting story.
And if the police hadn't arrived in the nick of time,
What a
there's
story,
just no telling
Mark.
what they might have done to Bongo.
I can guess. They had another bank lined up after that, but thank goodness you showed up, and this whole upsetting ordeal is behind us.
Are you in any shape to perform at the circus tomorrow?
Are you kidding, Combo? Why, you just let me at him.
Now attention, cars! Big and small cars
This is a
alike.
depressing ass
It's with
circus.
great honor that the circus presents to you a legend in his own time, the death-defying Bongo!
Oh, my pistons are rattling. I don't even want to look. How on earth will he manage to balance his carriage on those teeny tiny ropes up there? It seems to me to be an impossible task.
He's been doing it so long, it must be second nature to him.
Well, my engine is starting to overheat just looking at him. My radiator's gonna burst before he even sets one tire on those ropes.
Bongo, the Incredible, will now ride on the tightrope without a net below him. Only Bongo can balance like this, my friends.
Doesn't know,
Many
yeah.
have tried and all have failed. But only Bongo can perform this amazing feat of automotive skill. Only he can
Do
test
it,
the limits of
asshole.
vehicular endurance like this. Strike up the band and let the trumpets blare.
Now I understand why Grandma never wanted me to come to one of these shows. I can't take it.
Why? Do you think she would faint?
Yeah, she'd hit the pavement in a heartbeat, and then afterwards, she'd give him the spanking of a lifetime.
What the fuck? Grandma should be in prison, bro.
And now, cars, hardtops, and convertibles. Bongo will attempt the impossible. He will cross a rope of flames. If he doesn't escape these flames, he'll have no choice but to fall. He will perform the same stunt you just saw, but surrounded by fire.
Unbelievable. This is too
How'd he
much
get
for
there?
my
I don't
fragile
know.
chassis.
Oh, I'm afraid to look up. I'm so terrified. I can't stand it.
Shut up.
Do you really think he can do it?
No.
I'm sure he can, but that doesn't make it easier for me to watch.
I'll say this for him. He certainly appears to have a lot of confidence.
You know, this is giving me a great idea for racing on a track that's on fire.
What an imagination, Tony. You really think a racer would want to tool around in a giant furnace?
Well, it was just a spur-of-the-moment idea, but let's see how Bongo handles
Yeah, they're
fire.
so bored, bro. How did he turn around? Yeah.
Now this is too much. I've never seen anything like it.
I don't
no
even see
net
the
to
fire.
catch him at all.
Now Bongo will cross the ropes again with ribbons of flame nipping at his ties. He only survives by a miracle. The greatest tightrope driver the world has ever seen. Isn't he wonderful?
Where's the fire? Oh. Hot, 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 hot.
We'll let you in on a little secret. Our beloved Bongo isn't using special tires against these dangerous flames. Let's see if he can manage it. 32 meters from the ground below.
He totally
the
is.
equivalent of 12 stories. A once-in-a-lifetime performance.
If I tell this to my grandma, either she won't believe me, or she'll never allow Bongo to get on a tightrope again.
I think he's just super. You've got to be really
She's got no
brave to
say
do
in
it.
anything.
Well, Tony, you either gotta be really brave or completely off your rocker. Combo,
Pay
you sure
attention.
you're related?
Hooray.
That's my cousin for you. He's not afraid of anything.
Y'all missed the whole thing.
Yeah, that was tremendous, Bongo. You're the bravest truck I know.
Okay.
Tell me, were you scared at all up there, Bongo?
I was only scared when I was carnapped by those bandits. As for the ropes, I guess I'm used to them.
I've got a few more ideas for the most dangerous and challenging race this city's ever seen.
If Grandma had seen you up there with all those flames, she would have tied you up in the barn for good.
Yeah, I guess. That's why our circus never really came around these parts before. If my family ever knew about all the crazy stunts I do up there, they'd probably never let me do my work.
Trust
Bro.
me, Grandma can be far more threatening than those dumb flames could ever
Your
be.
grandma needs to be in
But my
prison.
poor, sweet grandma. She doesn't really have a reason to worry.
Poor,
I'm a
sweet grandma!
professional. It's a dangerous job, of course, but it's much easier and safer when you know what you're doing.
I feel the same way about racing, because that can also be dangerous, but they both share a common principle.
Wow,
Leave
you
the
have to make it
danger to the
everything about you,
professionals.
don't you, Tony?
Well, I think all of it is too dangerous, and if I were your grandma, I'd tie all 4 of your tires to a post in an old BAM and keep you on a tight leash so you wouldn't get into any more trouble.
But even if you tie me up with a rope,
Send
I would
this
just
woman to
undo all
prison.
the knots and break free, thus becoming a great tightrope driving escape artist.
Got him. Alright, thanks. Oh, was that it? Okay, great. What a fucking note to end on, I guess. Part 9 of works? I highly doubt it. What's this, Toontown music? I know, right, Punk? What the fuck? Let me go back and see, Rob.
Have a reunion. Tightrope driver, right? To make a fortune, do.
After that, a tightrope. Two friends were gonna come down to the circus to say hello.
Well, he disappeared sometime between 7 and 9 p.m.
Did he have any enemies or someone who was jealous of his notoriety?
This is really strange, Tony. Nobody just vanishes without leaving a trace.
That's true, young lady. But in this case, it looks like it actually happened.
I get what you mean. He's kind of got the tone